Welcome back again, and for the final time, to DCRL. I was surprised at 4 games fitting perfectly on this schedule, and they did. So we're back with the final matchup: Rising Stalk and Avalanche, 2 monster teams in Division C, going up against each other here to figure out who will sit just a little bit higher as we get closer to playoffs. Rising Stalk currently 5-1, Avalanche currently 3-3. And I'm joined on the desk here by the lovely man known as Paco. Played a little earlier, but decided to come and join me tonight.
Good evening, everybody. How's chat feeling?
And while we wait those responses, I'm gonna head on over into our stats. I'm going to ask you, Paco, what do you see in Division C right about now?
Well, as we're looking here, unlimited aura, just absolutely dominating this division here. But as we're seeing, Avalanche and Rising Stalk, they're neck and neck right now in this division. And as you mentioned before earlier, we're just seeing whichever team takes this game will have a better seeding in playoffs, because we're getting to that time once again.
Yeah, we are. It's a lot later. It's week 7. We only have 1 more week of actual games, and then we work into our playoffs. And if I'm looking at the stat board, I'm looking at Rising Stalk with the opportunity to go up to 2nd place off a win here tonight, and Avalanche looking to keep themselves out of that bottom half of the win here tonight. Avalanche avoids barely managing and Woe and Wilson, who are kind of in their tail, and Rising Stalk passes CVS receipt, who sadly, who against anyone else's expectation, took a loss to barely managing a day or 2 ago. Alright, we're gonna move into our first team stats, and we got Avalanche. Paco, you want to talk a little bit about these guys?
Absolutely. Alright, Avalanche. We got the team leader here, Complex, with a 1.39 goals a game. That is a monster number there for this Avalanche team. Coming in next, we got Bean Chalupa as the second. His stats are looking pretty stinking good, coming in with a 38% shooting average with, a 60.63 demos a game. Then we got Frosty Nick way up there with a 1.83 demos a game. And, what I'm seeing here is a very well-rounded team. They're 3-3, so I've had some struggles throughout this season, but this team has a lot of potential.
Yeah, 100%. And honestly, Bean Chalupa, someone that I'm looking to perform tonight. Really good shooting percentage out of Complex and Bean, but I'm looking for the team placement between Complex and Bean. Bean tends to be a finisher. He's a tap-in merchant, but the tap-ins come off the back of everyone being scared of Complex's scary ability in the air, and Frosty Nick's demoing. So I mean, if they perform like that, I could see an easy win here for Avalanche, or I could see a very, very, very competitive matchup. We're going to head over to Rising Stalk, and this is home to my former teammate Raptor and former finalist, or quarterfinalist, I believe, of Div D MJ. And then a newcomer, Jive, whose brother is actually up in Div B named Squilliam, but Jive looking fantastic right now. 1.404 goals a game, 36% shooting percentage. This entire team has really good shooting percentage, which is something you want to see. If you're putting in 30% of your goals, now that is something that that could help you win games easily, especially if you're putting up an average of nearly 7.5 shots per game. Yeah, no, what do you see on the stats here, Paco, other than the fact that they shoot like monsters?
Wow, geez, man, like you said, the shooting is absolutely amazing for this Rising Stalk team, but I'm looking at the demos here, and they're a little bit higher than what you see, usually throughout teams. So looking at like a very aggressive team here, Rising Stalk. I mean, there is a reason why they're 5-1 on the season. So looking from the stats, we're looking more offensively than a defensive game.
Yeah, and I'm going to show one thing before we get into this matchup. Going back to division stats, you can see that they are sitting around that 57% out of 5-1. You know what that means? That means they finished series off. They've gone to Game 5 probably too many times than they'd want to admit. But you know what? They definitely put it through, and we're going to see that tonight. What is your prediction, Paco?
Well, I'm always a fan of an underdog story, Pen, so I'm thinking Avalanche takes this in Game 5.
You know what? I like that pull. Personally, Avalanche fanatic here. I love me some Complex and some Bean, but I cannot let my former teammate go to waste here. We are taking Rising Stock in Game 5. I think it goes Game 5 too. Rising Stock seems to always want to go to Game 5. Not really my choice normally as a player, but if they want to do that, that is all them. And we make our way over to DFH for our first matchup. And predictions will be closing here. So here we go.
Alrighty, let's get into it.
Alrighty then. I'm hoping to see some an effective start here by one of the teams. Honestly, I know that sounds very like broad, but either of these teams can get really streaky off the rip. And I can honestly see this first game becoming either an absolute shootout or no one's scoring for the next 5 minutes. That's how every game seems to be going tonight.
Absolutely, and so far we're seeing this this game go kind of like more even here as Jive gets a nice touch towards neck. Frosty Nick with a nice clear out, but Raptor there to put that right back in. Just a battle in the corner here. Just these two teams going at it. Complex is a nice touch off the backboard. Jive taking it low, taking his time as Bean Chalupa gets a nice clear. MJ puts it right back in this corner. These two teams are just dancing in this corner right now here, Ben.
Yeah, I cannot agree more. As Raptor goes for a shot on target, it's sent out wide. But honestly, if I'm looking at anyone tonight fully with both eyes, that, my friends, is MJ. The man started off a little slow this season, but his efficiency and shooting percentage has slowly but surely been climbing as we get through the games. And his shooting ability is not something to be overlooked because he can put some offensive pressure on. As the whiff comes out, but Complex sends it wide. This floats out to MJ, who's got a shot. It's on target, and I was calling him out, and he puts one home.
There we go. You're just talking about him. MJ just has a nice zero boost shot there. You know, looks like Rising Stock got cut out too much, and MJ just slots that bottom left.
Yeah, MJ, I called out his ability to get some effective pressure on, and he just proved me completely and utterly right. I'm looking to see specifically his ability to dime up his teammates as Raptor sinks one home.
What a nice... I guess, you know, Raptor wanted the demo on whoever that was, and just, you know, hit the ball into the net. It works out here for Rising Stock.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it was set up initially by MJ, so I guess he dimed him up. But I mean, Raptor being an absolute brute force on the back end, this is set up nicely for Bean Chalupa, who sends it home. And you know what? I'm thinking this is looking like the shootout.
Yeah, this is very much looking like a shootout. MJ just does not have the touch he's looking for. Kind of sends it middle, and nobody on Rising Stock was there to clear that ball out.
Yeah. Doing a little cam shout out. I'm going to toggle him back on here for a second. You can see Jive with the cat cam and Raptor rocking the I'm Terrified of Women shirt. So honestly, some great show outs here from this Rising Stock team. I wish I could see a little bit more of this Avalanche. A little more fun in the
for real. Exactly, you know, it can't be too stoked in the cams.
I can't agree more as a touch gets out here. But another shot comes out from Jive. It's sent out wide. Raptor receives in the middle. And they're just sending some light touches out to the corners, but nothing truly aggressive against this Rising Stock team. As I say that, he gets a demo. This is awkward. It floats mid. MJ puts a shot on. Booming into the net is Jive, and they go up 3-1.
MJ with just a shot on. Frosty Nick just gets the save, but it's not enough. It just kills it right in the neck, and since Frosty Nick was the last one back, Jive is able just to hit that one home here for Rising Stock.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, it was kind of shown in the stats. All three teammates of this Rising Stock team currently have a goal this game, and it looked like a lot more of a spread out of every single stat than most teams. Very equal team overall. And I can tell you that Raptor is a third man, definitely one of the better third mans we're going to find in Div C. But Frosty Nick was the captain last season and did it decently well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that was my recollection as well. Speaking of Frosty Nick, but trying to dime a Bean Chalupa, and what a passing play here from Avalanche.
I know I called him a tap-in merchant before the game, but he can still put a heater into the top of the net. And Bean Chalupa sends it down, bringing it in within one.
Some good offensive pressure coming out from Avalanche. Like you said, putting it to one with under 2 minutes left. Jive is sending this towards the net. Frosty Nick there to shut that down. 0 boost still, but he'll send this towards the net. Bean Chalupa up once again. Can he hit it home again? No. MJ with a great save.
Oh, he's falling down on it. Does he get it? No. Sadly, Complex unable to finish that off. Bean cuts it off. Unable to do anything more as it taps down to him. He sends it back into the corner. Jive and him just staring the ball down as it flows middle, and MJ gets a long clear to kind of send away pressure.
Complex collects in the corner here. MJ putting it off the backboard. Complex looking a little awkward, but Frosty Nick is there to help him out. MJ sends this back up towards the wall. MJ with another dunk. This is running across. Bean Chalupa looking a little awkward, and Raptor puts it in. Puts it within 2.
Raptor with a beautiful little brace as this ball just floats center for him. With Jive, you get a nice movie theater view of how easily that score went through, and if you're Avalanche, you just can't let that get past your defense.
Yeah, Bean Chalupa was just caught just on that sidewall. Thought he had the read, but going under. Once again, though, MJ applying the pressure here. Jive trying to get the center. Frosty Nick looking awkward.
Raptor!
And Raptor once again. What is this man on?
A hat trick for Raptor game 1, and they go up to 5-2. Honestly, you know what I think this is? I think that MJ is just challenging so fast, is such an egoist that they're just not responding in time. That's what it looks like.
Honestly, and that's what MJ does the most. MJ's ego challenge can just send the defense into a tizzy.
And he's second to none in it. Able to ego challenge anyone from C1 to GC3. It makes no difference to him. And he's been able to, so far this game, to get some great pressure on and some great passes forward to his teammates.
Couldn't agree more. This, once again, being in Avalanche's corner. Frosty Nick trying to clear this out. MJ there once again, trying to get this middle. But Complex gets a nice 50 outward. Raptor gonna collect in the corner once again, trying to get the center. Jive with a nice center. Raptor up once again. Can he sink it home? No. Off the post. Complex sends it out. MJ is up, trying to looking to get another touch. Jive is there once again. MJ with the shot. Frosty Nick has a good 50 outwards. Complex going to try to clear this. MJ has no boost. Jive was looking to take over. Going off the backboard. Time's ticking down. Frosty Nick on the sidewall. Can they get one? I don't think they can here, Penn.
I don't think so either. They might get one for the road here as Raptor almost puts in his 4th. Instead, he ruins his shooting percentage a little bit. And if you're Rising Stock, you are happy with how game 1 goes.
Oh, 100%. Just like a little bit of a slow start, but after that, man, they hit the ground running, and the Avalanche defense just could not keep up.
Yeah, they definitely couldn't. And honestly, the main taste of this game came out of, first off, Raptor's ability to put in the tap-in merchant shots, and second off, purely off of his teammates' ability to pass. That second shot he had, Jive, dimes him up perfectly. MJ, 3 assists of his own. They put up some great numbers that game, and if they continue that into this next game here, I could see this being at least match point at the bare minimum. If not, they're looking towards the sweep.
Oh yeah, Avalanche needs to kick it in gear. Has to make sure that they lock down the Rising Stock offense.
I couldn't agree more as MJ gets the chance right off rip and puts one home with 3 seconds. That is a record on the day.
Like, honestly, what happened here? I think Frosty Nick maybe like missed the boost maybe, and just couldn't get there. MJ with a just clean shot right into the net.
Wow, I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect such a quick goal. Today has been a day of quick goals though. In your game alone, I'm pretty sure you scored 2 goals within the 15 seconds of 2 different matches.
Oh
And
yeah.
in the last game, last series that we had, pretty sure they had 1 or 2 games with goals almost instantly. And again in this match, we see it again. A lot of early goals today in DCRL, and I'm not complaining.
Oh, 100%. Oh, look at the pinch out to midfield there. Jive's going to collect Bean Chalupa with a nice dunk. Can he try to get the center MJ with a nice touch to the corner? Buy some time. Raptor with low boost. Going to try to do something with this as he gets it past Frosty Nick. That's going to bounce out. Nobody's in net right now for Avalanche, but to our back, Bean Chalupa's going to go up. Gets a nice 50 with Jive. Complex. Going to take this to the side while MJ sends it towards the net. Frosty Nick is going to kill it in the midfield. Bean Chalupa with a nice shot on net. Jive there to shut it down.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it was looking a little risky for Rising Stock there for a second because of a whiff by Raptor, but now they're looking in full control as Raptor tries to put a shot on net. It's saved by Bean Chalupa. Jive bumped on defense. Can he get the save still? Yes, he can. This is bumped away from MJ. Can Raptor follow it up? No, patience is key here. He waits for it to bounce mid. This shot comes on. It's sent out wide by Jive. Raptor unable to follow it up. This flies high. And it looks like Bean Chalupa just an absolute wall monkey right there, but it's Jive able to get it out, and they stay alive for a little bit longer here.
Rising Stock looking like a little bit of a breakaway, but the Avalanche defense holds on. Complex sends it up high. Bean Chalupa looking for the sidewall where he doesn't have enough boost to get to it though. Gonna have to peel off here as Frosty Nick goes up, tries to keep the play in. Complex with a nice 50. Bean Chalupa sends it to the back side of Rising Stock. Bean Chalupa, oh, Frosty Nick gets a 50, but unfortunately loses, and it's going to roll to this Avalanche side.
Yeah, Raptor unable to get there in time, however, doesn't make much of a difference as Avalanche put on a relenting amount of pressure here. Can they get one to go? Doesn't seem like it. Double commit on defense from Rising Stock, but they're still comfortable as Jive with the cat cam gets a nice touch out to the back of his own corner. Raptor follows it up, and then MJ is still back to defense. Great defensive rotations from the Rising Stock side as they try to get something out. That floats a little farther, but not quite there. Raptor follows it up, hits it forward. Will Jive turn in time? He doesn't, but this floats back to MJ, and they're still in the clear.
MJ and Raptor, a little bit of a double commit here. Gonna go back to Avalanche's corner as MJ tries to put one on. Oh my gosh, some great defensive stand here by Avalanche, but the danger isn't over yet. Bean Chalupa looking to try to clear this ball for his team. He does, buying some time for his teammates to grab boosts and recollect themselves.
Yeah, that's a great kind of hope jump from Jive. He's able to get it.
Yep.
But this launched deep by MJ and Raptor. It's coming to the offensive side. MJ doesn't get anything to go. Raptor backs up, and they'll go back on defense here for a little longer.
Yeah, Frosty Nick has in the corner. Avalanche is putting on some good offensive pressure here, just not being able to put it in the back of the net. You know, they're getting those the passes towards center, but just cannot penetrate the Rising Stock defense currently.
Yeah, and that's not good. Rising Stock currently with a 1-0 lead and controlling it like nobody's business as this ball is floating up high in mid. Raptor goes, but he doesn't get it. Jive to follow, isn't able to hit it mid. And MJ, last man, shoots on target. Can he get the save? No, he can't. And MJ with a brace in game 2.
Just an unfortunate miss here by Bean Chalupa. You know, Frosty Nick was just floating in the air. Couldn't get down, and that ball goes in for Rising Stock to put them up 2-0.
Yeah, that's exactly what they wanted to see, kind of spreading this game out. They were playing some great defense, finally got some offensive pressure and put one home. This floats out mid, Raptor puts it home, and they are up 3-0.
Just the little mistakes here on Avalanche's part. You know, you can see Complex just jumps the wrong way to save this ball, and you know, in this division, even though it's Div C, you can't be making small mistakes like that if you want to win this series.
No, not at all. And honestly, if you're Complex, you want to start performing the way you have in years past. Raptor gets a touch out wide, be able to get it up and away, but not quite all the way through. And Jive puts a goal on, and they each get a goal again in game 2.
Rising Stock is just, you know, padding their stats right now. Just you know, every one of the team gets a share. You know, that's how equal this team is. Everybody gets a goal.
Yeah, honestly, the stats showed it, and it's just every single game is the same. This team showing you why they're 5-1 as they make their way into a 4-0 lead here in Game 2 and not letting up any defensive pressure.
Absolutely. Raptor might have a chance here, but doesn't have any power on it. Complex sends it out. Bean Chalupa kind of gets it beat past MJ. Complex with a shot on net, looking for the double. Doesn't have any boost to follow up. Frosty Nick has a shot! And there we go. Avalanche is on the board.
Yeah, an awkward read by MJ, and it doesn't go quite right for him, and they both whiff by Raptor and MJ standards. A double commit opens up the net, and Frosty Nick puts it home.
Yeah, unfortunately, Penn, it might be a little too late here for Avalanche, but, you know, getting a goal here in this series, it can be a morale booster. Kind of like, hopefully they can go into the next game with a little bit more vim and vigor.
Hey, one for the road ain't never hurt nobody. Honestly, it only hurts those who don't believe in it. As MJ tries to get another shot on target, is unable to go. This ball's kind of floating back into the blue half. A pass middle doesn't get there. Complex unable to take it up in the wall in the corner, and Rising Stock take game number 2.
All right, well, match point here. Avalanche has a tall mountain to climb, and I don't know, Penn. What do you think? What do you think they have to change up to find success?
If I'm Avalanche, I need to lock down my defense, go a little quicker, and just try to... I need Complex and Frosty to make them as awkward as possible, give Bean the opportunity to shoot, because that man can shoot. I watched him play twos today with you, and honestly, the man can shoot, you can shoot, but you guys just need opportunity, and Bean's not getting any opportunity right now. He had 0 shots that game. They held Bean to 0 shots, and that you can't have that if you're trying to win.
Yeah, exactly. And like you said, you know, Bean and I played twos today, and he is one of those guys you want in, you know, playing that first and second man rotation so he can put, you know, shots on net, and eventually, you know, you put enough shots on net and you will find a goal. So I completely agree with you.
Yeah, and so far, Rising Stock looking effective and exactly where they feel like they need to be as we get closer and closer to playoffs. We move into game number 3. There's a chance for Rising Stock to take this in 3. There's a chance for a comeback and a reverse sweep, the second of the day for Avalanche. And what will happen? We find out now.
Good start here for Avalanche as Bean Chalupa puts one on net. Complex pounds it home, and this is the start that Avalanche wants.
100%. Frosty Nick straight to Bean Chalupa, goes right off his backboard. Hard to read. Frosty Nick fakes him out in Complex. Being the man he needs to be, sends it home for his team. And Avalanche is up 1-0 in 8 seconds.
All right, Avalanche cannot settle in here right now. They got to keep the pressure on as Complex just gets another one in.
Was that Raptor who messed up kickoff? Why do I feel like it was Raptor who messed up kickoff? No, it was MJ.
MJ. And it's not like he even messed it up. He made contact. It's just, you know,
The dominance
Complex was just there to dunk him. Yeah, exactly. Not a tall enough hitbox.
Yeah. So, Avalanche take a 2-0 lead off rip. Is that going to sustain? We have a lot of Rocket League to play left here. And Rising Stock, we're looking really, really, really strong the last few games.
Oh, yeah. Like we said, Avalanche cannot settle in right here. They got to keep on their toes. As Frosty Nick is going to try to send this one to the center once again. Frosty Nick still there. Raptor gets a nice 50 out. Bean Chalupa blast back. Going to take this up the wall. MJ gets a nice touch.
Mog.
Complex is kind of up, looking kind of awkward. Frosty Nick is going to send this up. Bean Chalupa looking for the redirect, and Frosty Nick just, you know, able to send that one from midfield.
Yeah, Frosty Nick on a nice touch. Sadly, Raptor moved a little too far up and was not in a position to get it back without a half flip. And sadly, he turns around fully, doesn't give him enough time, and he's unable to make the save.
Yeah, just Rising Stock just getting a little too far forward here. Just we're seeing so much offensive pressure coming from Avalanche. This is what they needed for this game here. Stay alive.
Can't agree with you more. Complex puts another in, and this is just an absolute slaughter for Avalanche here against this Rising Stock team.
Ben, like, what's going on, man? Like, this is like almost a whole different team that we're watching right now.
Yeah, I think we're starting off like they got a little too high and mighty, and Avalanche spent the end of last game probably like mentally prepping, trying to get ready for this matchup, for this third game to kind of change the tide. We'll see if Rising Stock can pull back their mental a little deeper in this match. You know what they're doing? This Avalanche team, they're playing faster, they're playing more aggressive, and they're setting up their players as Bean puts one home off a pass from Frosty.
I tell you what, this team is locked in right now. Rising Stock has no idea what to do right now for this Avalanche team. I don't even think they've had a shot on goal yet this game against Avalanche.
Jive's brother saying he's trying to give them content. Will they pull it through? MJ sends one off the backboard, but it's met pretty early on. Jive launches one high, but not enough boost to really follow it very well. He's able to pinch off Frosty Nick, but sends it up the wall. Raptor's there. He goes for the ceiling shot. Doesn't quite get it. MJ puts a shot on net, but all three Avalanche players are there. They send it away. Frosty Nick goes for a ground pitch. Doesn't quite get it. This floats out high. Jive goes to touch. It goes out to the corner. And it's cleared off well, and Raptor does not get good contact. And this puts Rising Stock back on a defensive footing.
Bean Chalupa with a nice flick, trying to find Frosty Nick, waiting in the half. Good clear out. Jive has a shot on net. Bean Chalupa with a nice touch out. Complex going to touch this over. MJ going to put it back in the half of Avalanche. Frosty Nick on the side while looking to hit it. Flips the wrong way. Raptor has a fear clear to the corner. Bean Chalupa going to challenge. Has full boost and time with Jive in net. Trying to get over one. Gets over MJ, but Jive there still makes the save.
Yeah, that was a fantastic touch by Rising Stock, but they're kind of hitting into the darkness. A 5-0 lead right now, and Avalanche are just looking brutal against this Rising Stock team right now.
Couldn't agree more with you, Penn. Complex gets a kind of a nice touch here. Chalupa sends one net. MJ does not have a lot of boost to work with, but makes it work. Frosty Nick going to send this to the corner. He has Complex. Complex will chase this down as Jive is on the wall there. Jive with a nice touch out, but Frosty Nick puts one on net. Raptor there to make the save. Bean Chalupa tries to put the pressure back on, but Raptor's there. Oh, what a good shot on net by Complex, but Jive makes another great save.
Yeah, that was a fantastic touch by Jive. This float center for Raptor. He gets a shot on long. No one's there, and they put one home. 4 goals left, about 30 seconds per goal allotted. It's still possible, just a lot less feasible.
Oh, absolutely. You know, down 4 with a minute 51 left, it's completely possible for a comeback here. So Avalanche just can't get inside their own heads, and they got to lock it down.
Yeah, I could not agree more. As Jive gets a nice touch over, he's coming down. Can he get it second?
Oh.
He's not able to do it. This ball rolls out. Raptor receives, sends it long. MJ has to get this touch out wide. He gets it there. If anyone to follow, MJ tries. It touches barely off the wall. Jive gets a touch up high. Raptor too low. Complex gets the receive. Can he get a shot on net? No, he can't. This touches out to Jive. Jive touches it down to Raptor. Raptor puts one mid. Can MJ put it home? No, he can't. Bean Chalupa. Oh no, that was Frosty Nick. Puts an awkward touch to the side, and now Jive has to recenter himself trying to get this ball into the mid.
Complex looking a little awkward on that back hole here. Makes a good touch to try to clear it out, but MJ tries to put it down. Complex backflips off the wall. No contact. Frosty Nick tries to clear this out. Jive puts one on net.
Jive!
Woo! What a shot there from Jive.
And honestly, momentum looking not in Avalanche's hands as Jive delivers an absolute heater to the left side of the net. And where it's only 3 goals in a minute and 2, we've seen them people score that many. Is it possible here?
I don't know. Oh, what a kind of an awkward kickoff there for Rising Stock, but able to recover that as Bean Chalupa tries to put one on, gets a nice bump on Raptor. Jive in the corner, just, you know, kind of wasting time, but they need to move this ball. MJ puts one on net, not too threatening. Bean Chalupa sends that away. MJ gets a nice touch off the sidewall. Complex clears this out to the half of Rising Stock. Jive trying to send this right back. A little bit of boomer ball here, but looking like Bean Chalupa's trying to collect here. Looking a little awkward in this corner as Raptor and Jive are partying with Bean Chalupa in the corner. And MJ sends one up, and Bean Chalupa trying to clear, or Frosty Nick trying to clear out, and Bean Chalupa finally clears it.
Yeah, it's the awkward for Jive, but he needs something. They've got to keep pushing out here. They're running out of time. If they want to, I mean, 15 seconds, they want every 5 seconds, and this ball isn't even getting to their half in 5 seconds. So I think those 2 goals just have to be for the road, as Frosty Nick takes one for the road on his own, and we have a Barca Madrid scoreline. That is not bueno. If you are a Rising Stock fan, you were happy with 2 to your team on the road, but Frosty Nick takes one. We are borderline insured at the minimum a game 4. Oh
my
big.
God. Well, at this point, you know, Avalanche is just, you know, Rising Stock is just letting Avalanche pad their stats at this point. Because, like,
Great shot
come
from
on,
Raptor,
boys.
to be honest. Great shot from Raptor. You got to give him credit. Credit.
Credit to Raptor. Credit to Raptor. Let's, you know, get some claps in the chat for Raptor.
Tyler HG style. You know how it is.
Yeah, for real.
This ball finally falls. Avalanche wins 7-2. We are off to game 4. Avalanche able to pull one back, but can they continue to hold them off in this series? Like I told you before, Avalanche went to game 5 against one of the best teams in this league, lost it. However, Rising Stock went to game 5 against Unlimited Aura, the same exact team, and were able to pull it off. So if I'm Avalanche, I'm looking to keep the momentum and keep it strong. If I'm Rising Stock, I'm looking to build that momentum back, even if it takes all the way to game 5.
Oh, absolutely. And honestly, if we have another game 5 tonight, man, what a DCRL stream, let me tell you.
Yeah,
Some great content for everybody.
I won't complain as we head off to game number 4. And honestly, if you're Rising Stock, I feel like you just vibe out. You just try to like recenter yourself, figure out where you're at, because Avalanche right now looks insane. Complex put up a hat trick. Both of his teammates put up braces. They're all shooting around 50, 40 something %. It's an insane showing from this team, and I mean, you kind of just have to brush that one off and play next if you're Rising Stock.
Oh, 100%, 100%. Well, we'll get into it here. See if can Rising Stock put Avalanche to bed, or can Avalanche take this to game 5? We'll find out.
Nice touch off by Chalupa, but it's saved around the crossbar. Complex tries to put one on, but it's sent out by Jive. This launch is high. Bean misses. It's floating into this back half. MJ gets a touch high mid. Can Complex hit? Yes, he can. It's out to the corner. Jive sends one mid for Raptor. Raptor shoots one on, and that is a dime from the man who is terrified of women.
Hey, you know, if the man's terrified of women, you know, he can send up dimes like that. Raptor with just an absolute heater on the net, bar down skis right into Avalanche's net.
Yeah, that was an absolute insane shot, and an even better pass, as that was perfectly set up for him. Back in the corner, MJ receives, Frosty Nick pushes, this launch is high. It's floating, it's Complex, goes for a touch, so does Bean. No one's back for them. They're really awkward right now, but not a good touch out of the corner from Jive, and Frosty Nick sends one across the backboard. Complex hits, Bean Chalupa follows, and they got up one back, and we are tied up after 45 seconds.
Man, so far so good here for both these teams. You know, we got 1-1, 4-17. Bean Chalupa kind of being a little troll there, stealing Complex's goal, but, you know, I'm pretty sure he won't mind.
I'm sure he'll mind, but it doesn't matter. It's DCRL. All that matters is if you win. So Jive tries to take it around mid, unable to get it, gets the demo on Frosty. MJ cuts off Bean up high, but Bean tries to follow it out with no boost. Jive hits one high, it's floating down, no one able to get there except sorry, that threw me off. Except for Complex. Complex is killed by Jive. MJ sends it high. This is floating down. Jive jumps again. This floats back to MJ. Can he send one mid? He goes high, tries to hit out mid. It does. Raptor's not quite there. And they stay alive on this Avalanche side, but not quite yet. They're keeping it in the corner. They're playing a little corner ball. Jives sends one awkward. Able to be sent out by Bean. MJ sends one mid, Raptor get the touch over. This is just brutal offensive pressure.
Just absolute, pressure from this Rising Stock team, but credit to Avalanche with the defensive stave. Raptor puts it in once again. Frosty Nick looking a little awkward. Bean Chalupa and Frosty Nick go missing. Frosty Nick gets a nice touch off the corner. Maybe it'll clear out Raptor. They're trying to put it in, but he whiffs. Chalupa has kind of a clear. A Complex comes in, and finally, Avalanche just clears that ball out of their half.
Yeah, Avalanche spent a little bit too long in this game in their back half. Too many shots on. It's not looking good. Raptor takes it into the corner. Chalupa just trying to get out of his own half as he almost passes to Jive, but it clears out long. And MJ goes to receive. It's high. Raptor's got the boost to get there, but doesn't quite. And Frosty Nick tries to receive low. Chalupa and Frosty Nick a little awkward. No one's back on defense. Frosty Nick able to get up and hit it against the backboard, but followed up again by MJ. Can he get the two?
Oh.
He does. Sends it through. Jive unable to finish. And they hold off again.
Some great, fantastic defense here from Avalanche. Complex has a collection, tries to put it on net. Jive and Raptor double commit. Good save there coming out of Jive. Chalupa misses his touch. Complex sends it right back in. Complex trying to get this center. Jive with a nice clear out. Chalupa's there waiting. Hits it all high off the ceiling. Frosty Nick and Complex double commit, but it works out for them. Chalupa up, looking to set this on net, but no, Jive clears it. Nobody's in net right now for Avalanche, but Complex shoots it up to Frosty Nick. Frosty Nick did not make contact there.
Yeah, sadly Frosty unable to make contact. Complex sends it to his own corner. Jive and MJ are camped out though. Those two have been unrelenting. However, Raptor double commits on offense. Puts him in a bit of an awkward stance. This is shot out well, but unable to be followed up, and Jive gets the clear out wide. Raptor turns but doesn't go. MJ follows. Complex takes it slow out of his own corner, straight to MJ. MJ gets a really light touch, but it can be followed easily by Jive. This flows out to Raptor, who puts a shot on target, but it's sent out wide. And that was a great shot, but an even better save, and they hold them off even still. This is insane, Paco.
Oh, 100%. MJ has a shot on net. Raptor tries to put one on, but sends it wide. Complex just sitting in his net. No boost, and it rings off the bar. Rising Stock has so many shot opportunities, cannot finish. Frosty Nick goes missing. Complex sends it to Frosty Nick. Frosty Nick hits it over. Jive looking a little awkward. Complex going up with a shot! Oh my gosh, Complex puts his team in the lead.
In Complex marksman off Jive's miss, and MJ's too low, Raptor's too far back, and he gets a shot directly on net, and we see a 2-1 lead from Avalanche.
Oh, looking pretty good. Avalanche looking pretty good here. Frosty Nick has a shot. Complex accidentally centers it, but Raptor isn't able to put it on net. Complex goes up, gets a nice beat out. Chalupa waiting in the midfield, has the touch. MJ there, though. Raptor looks like Demo's Complex. MJ taking this up off the sidewall. They're a little under 30 seconds left for this Avalanche team. Trying to hang on. Complex has a shot, but Jive and Raptor get the save. Frosty Nick tries to put it middle. Jive collects. Complex with the nice stuff here. This ball's floating, wasting time. Chalupa and MJ go missing. Complex with a nice 50 bouncing towards net. Chalupa looking just to like ice this game out. Jive has time. Raptor tries to send it up. Complex with a nice bump. Jive has possession with the flick. Is it a net? Oh, Chalupa with a crazy save.
A mere single miss away from going to overtime, and we are heading all the way to game 5. Is this just my curse on streaming? What is going on? But you know what?
Oh my gosh.
There are two teams here. Both went to game 5 against the #1 team. One pulled it off, one didn't. Will that come to fruition here? Or will they be able to maintain? Will Avalanche hold on to this momentum even just and stay alive?
Hey, we'll find out. Honestly, if you're Rising Stock, you're comfortable here. Like, the amount of times they've gone to game 5, but like, according to them, this is where they right want to be. You know?
Their bread and butter. As we
head
to Champions Field. It was a great game out of pretty much everyone on the field. MJ didn't do as much as you'd expect, and Frosty Nick needed to put a little more aggro in. But overall, a fantastic game from those two.
Oh, I completely agree with you. Like, great looks from every single person on that pitch last game. But here we go. Game number 5. Winner takes all, baby.
We are in Champions Field, Div C, a match of titans. 2 of the top 4 teams in Div C fighting for the top spots.
Here we go, starting off hot. Chalupa putting on a lot of pressure here. Tries to center a Complex, does not have a lot of boost. Complex trying to get this one center. Tries to beat out MJ. Couldn't get a touch. Frosty Nick trying to put this one center. Jives there. Beat Chalupa. Sends it home.
Bean gets a nice pass off from Frosty Nick's touch. Jive just a little too awkward to get there. And he's not going to miss those. Bean Chalupa is a absolute tap-in masterclass. And he sends it home. We are moving into a minute, 4.5 minutes. And they're looking just to get something back here if you're Raptor, Jive, and MJ.
Oh, 100%. Bean Chalupa, though, not gonna make that easy. Trying to pile on the pressure. MJ trying to flip this pass, trying to get it past Complex. Complex makes nice contact. Complex trying to center this. Raptor shuts that passing play down. Is gonna hand it off to Jive. Jive tries to get it past Bean Chalupa, but he gets a nice 50. Frosty Nick will take over. Free flip, trying to get it center. Raptor with a good clear out, but Bean Chalupa once again there. Bean Chalupa gets bumped. Jive trying to clear this. Complex looking a little awkward. Frosty Nick sends this right back into Rising Stock's corner.
Yeah, Raptor got killed there. MJ was too far back. It was an awkward situation for the Rising Stock side, but honestly, they look a little too comfortable with how the fact that they're a goal down in Game 5. And honestly, they're just going to play their game is my bet. Demos, pressure, and 3 men all trying to just score 1 goal, and that's their entire idea in being.
Oh, yeah.
Gets the touch out wide. Raptor tries to follow, but he's bumped by his own teammate. Bean Chalupa tries to go mid, but he's hit by Raptor. This floats down to Complex, but Raptor hits over him. Can Raptor get one mid? Not quite. This floats out. MJ cuts. Is anyone there? Raptor. This is floating down to Jive. Can he make contact? No, he pulls off. Lets MJ get the touch mid. Is Jive there? Yes, he is, but it's not quite on. Raptor tries to... Oh. This float's just way too high. There's no boost in the back line. Complex unable to get the second touch. Jive unable to put it on target. This is floating back. Can he get something mid? Not quite. Raptor tries to hit down, but MJ's not there. And Complex is able to get a clear off.
Complex putting out some pressure here for on Rising Stock. Gets a kind of an awkward 50. MJ sends that back. Bean Chalupa or Frosty Nick has to retreat back here. Bean Chalupa and Frosty Nick miss, and Raptor puts it right behind Complex.
A double commit on the attack, and out of nowhere off Jive's great pass, Raptor slots one just behind, and that, my friends, is why we rotate back post.
Oh, that's a perfect example there. If there's any like lower ranked players watching right now, that is a perfect example why you always go back post.
That's a great touch by Bean. He sends it high. MJ misses. Raptor does too. Jive's the last man back, but he sends it to corner. Unable to follow. This floats mid, but Raptor gets it clear off to the sidewall. He's going to try to follow. He meets and demos. Frosty up high. Jive follows. This heads back to their own corner. An awkward touch by 1. An awkward miss by 2. And this floats mid, but Jive's not able to put it home, and they stay alive a little longer.
MJ puts it off the sidewall, getting it middle. Complex with a nice clear out. Bean Chalupa trying to pass back to Frosty or Complex. Frosty and Complex go for that ball. Bean Chalupa has a shot opportunity. Where did Jive go? And Bean Chalupa just has an open net.
Jive trying to read the ball to the side, completely overshoots his angle here, and Bean Chalupa just on a more direct route nails that home as Jive was also last man back. And they are back to being down 1 with a minute and 50 seconds to go. They need a goal here to send them a little bit closer to a chance of this game, to be honest.
Absolutely, but Bean Chalupa has a pass to Complex. MJ is there to shut that down. Frosty gonna try to collect, gets a pass to MJ, but Raptor's there, has it on. Oh, it's a little off, but Bean Chalupa has a nice touch out. Jive looking to clear here, but Complex gets it back. Complex back to Bean Chalupa, trying to get a pass play going, Avalanche, but nothing comes of it. Complex gets dusted here by Jive. Jive tries to send it on net, but he sends it right to Bean Chalupa. Bean Chalupa taps it out, tries to get the dunk on Raptor. Raptor has boost, has it up, has the 50, it's going in! Oh my gosh!
An absolute aerial dookie by Raptor, and that sends it to a tie with a minute remaining in this game. Champions Field has never felt so much pressure.
Oh my gosh, 2-2 here with a minute 8 left. The nerves must be at an all-time high for these two teams.
I cannot agree more. as Jive floats this one deep, and an awkward save doesn't fall, and Jive takes another goal away, and they are one up. And this Avalanche team needs something as complex and able to get the stop. Oh
Man, I tell you what, this Avalanche team has to keep the vibes positive. I know how they're feeling right now. They have a minute left, down 1. Complex sends this towards the Rising Stock team, tries to get it center, bounces up awkwardly, beats up with a nice 50. Frosty Nick tries to get it up over Jive, but Jive has a nice block. Complex sends to the corner. Bean Chalupa's there waiting, looking a little awkward here.
Angle.
Complex with a shot! Jive with a great save.
That was a fantastic angle by Complex, but not much more out of it. Raptor clears long. Frosty Nick's awkward, hits it straight down into Bean though. And Bean gets to follow. This Jive hit makes him hit it mid. MJ whiffs. Raptor to follow. No one's there. And Complex gets a goal on. And we are tied up. 27 seconds left. And this is an absolute masterclass of a game. An absolute shootout.
What a phenomenal game we're watching. We are 3-3 on Champions Field, Game 5 with 27 seconds left. Here we go, off kickoff. Complex gets a little awkward kickoff here with Jive, but Bean Chalupa's there to kind of help him out. Bean Chalupa looking to keep possession here. Trying to get center, but he gets taken out by Raptor. Complex puts it up, looking a little awkward here. Frosty Nick tries to put it on net, but can't. Chooses to pop it up for Bean Chalupa. Bean Chalupa sends it middle. Off the side while Complex tips it up. Frosty Nick is up way early. Gets a dunk on MJ. 0 seconds here. Bean Chalupa tries to get it over. It's still up. Has a chance. Raptor clears it out. Will they have it drop? No, it's still up. This is looking really bad for Avalanche. Overtime, Game 5. Here we go.
What the heck? As Raptor had a chance there, send it mid, unable to do it. Jive sends one off. It's just barely off. He sends it back mid. Is it followable? No, Raptor unable to get there. He gets the demo though. This floats back mid again. But Complex cuts it off, and this goes all the way into the back line. Raptor pinches up. Complex receives. Raptor again. He hits it back out of his corner. This is floating high. Can Frosty turn? He's unable to. Jive hits it over him. MJ hits it long, and they stay alive just a touch a little longer. MJ tries to hit it mid, is a little under it. Complex trying to beat out Raptor, doesn't quite get there. Raptor sends a touch mid, but it's met by Bean. Ooh, this is just deadly.
Off the wall, Complex has a read there. Raptor sends it over.
Oh no!
Bean Chalupa with a miss off the side. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Frosty Nick trying to clear this out. Gets a demo on Raptor. Bean Chalupa has possession. Looking to set up his team here, but Raptor sets it down here in the corner. Frosty Nick 0 boost, gets it past Jive. Raptor trying to frog. Looking a little awkward here, but nobody's there to follow. Avalanche is on full retreat. Nobody has any boost, trying to just survive.
Yeah, this is awkward. Good attempts from both teams to try to get a shot on net. This ball flies high. Jive unable to quite do anything with it. This flies off the backboard pretty fast. Boost is stolen. This shot's on, and Complex sends them home for another win for Avalanche, and Rising Stock fall to 5-2.
Oh, reverse sweep out of Avalanche. What a comeback from this team.
2 in
Oh
one
my
night.
gosh.
I can't do this anymore. Oh my days. What an absolute finish by Avalanche. And they go up to 4-3, cementing themselves in the upper 4 of Division C.
Oh man, what an absolute series out of these two teams. Holy mackerel.
Something I would have not expected to see tonight, but I am not disappointed. That was a fantastic win by Avalanche, and we'll be pulling them in here for a winner's interview.
All right, let's do it.
All right, we're pulling them in.
It's like a minute and a half.
All I gotta say here is congratulations, Avalanche. Bean Chalupa, your camera is dead.
I know. Hey, my phone dead.
Oh, got it.
Rip.
Welcome in, and congrats on the win on the reverse sweep. How are y'all feeling?
Hype.
It's
We're
awesome.
hype right now.
Oh yeah.
That is awesome, boys. Well, congratulations, gentlemen. So, my question. How does it feel getting the reverse sweep here on Rising Stock? How is everybody doing individually?
Feeling huge.
I thought it was great. We got reverse swept like a week and a half ago, and that's a pretty rough feeling. So kind of nice to turn the tables this week.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hey.
I was gonna say biggest thing is just after that first 2 games, I'm like, dude, this is not how we're ending it, boys. Come on, we gotta pick it up, and we picked it up those last 3 games. Cooking.
Hey,
Yeah.
picked it up, you did, and believe me, I know how that reverse sweep feeling feels. So yeah.
All right. Well, you guys, honestly, next week you're heading into a matchup against Lowen Wilton. You have a chance here to go and end your season around 5-3. That would put you in the top area, probably 4th or 3rd. How are you guys feeling about your chances here of finishing a top contender here?
Honestly, pretty good. I think we've been just getting better as the year goes on. Unfortunate loss last week. Otherwise, we'd be at about 4 in a row. So just feeling really good with the chemistry finally picking up.
Yeah, you guys had a bit of a rough set in those first 2 games. Was there anything that you guys like, other than like doing a quick mental switch? Was there anything you guys like focused on correcting about your game that helped you guys pull that back?
Yeah, I think a big part of it was just finding those passes, communicating, getting open, making space. I think that's where we work as a team.
Another thing that we were talking about was sometimes we were a little too passive, which is okay, but like I feel like we got beat so many times in those first 2 games where we were just short, and we were like, okay, we gotta be careful on how far back we go. So we just crept up just a little bit more, and it helped so much.
Yeah, MJ was kind of pre-jumping you guys, I won't lie. But
Yeah.
all right. Well, do you have any questions for him, Paco?
Yeah. So I know you guys said, the change that you made. How's the defense feeling overall for this team? You guys did really good throughout this series, but overall, how are you guys feeling about it?
I think pretty decent. I think we're all kind of just average defenders, realistically. So just scrum and calm our way to try to get some saves.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Nice.
glad to have you in here. I bet you guys are feeling high and mighty following that reverse sweep. I want you guys to go enjoy your night. Have a happy Halloween. Thank you for being the final cap on our Halloween special. I wouldn't take it any other way. And outside of that, you guys have a great night, and thank you so much for coming in for this interview.
Appreciate the
Thank you
cast,
guys for
boys.
casting.
Thank you. Good night, boys.
Have a good one.
Good night.
Good night.
All right, we're going to pop back over to Casters Pacos. It's you and I ending off the night here. Thank you so much for joining me, even if you might be a little downtrodden following your first game today. But it was a great time, first time streaming, so I'm not complaining. 4 streams today in a row. I'm a little beat, but it's a good night. It's a good Halloween night. I'm probably gonna head downtown, do some stuff that that is completely legal. I am over 21, but have a good time, and thank you guys so much, everyone in chat, for joining us on this magical journey. And by that I mean this stressful and horrible quest across the entirety of these 4 games. And thank you so very much. Any last words, Paco?
Hey, have a happy Halloween, guys, and stay safe out there.
Thank you guys so much. We are ending off. We'll probably toss the raid over to somebody, but other than that, and stick around for that. But other than that, y'all have a fantastic night, and thank you so very much for checking out DCRL.
Good night.
Losing you is killing me. Baby, I can't breathe. Baby, I can't breathe. I remember your eyes like a warm sunset, rolling on my king-size bed. Moments that I can't forget, and I've been missing you since then. Yeah, I still smell you on my sheets. Loving you is sweet, sweetheart. Losing you is killing me. Baby, I can't breathe. Honey, I'm on my knees. Baby, can you hear me? Honey, you're all I need. Baby, I can't breathe. Baby, I can't breathe.
Still a 1-goal game. Plenty of time to find that tying goal.
Don't you wanna be free like a waterfall, flowing on the riverside? Places you don't have to hide, flowing on the riverside. Sometimes you're alone, there's no one to turn to. Riverside, feeling you be left outside, struggle with a heavy mind. You breathe in life and light